Imagine checking your mailbox next year and realizing your next Social Security check just got bigger. Not because of a COLA increase, not because of any new benefit, but because for the first time in history, it's completely tax-free. No federal deductions, no hidden cuts, no surprises. That is exactly what former President Donald Trump is now promising millions of American seniors if he returns to the White House. But how real is this promise? And what would it actually mean for your Social Security payments? Tonight, we're diving deep into what Trump said, how it could affect your money, and whether it's something you can really count on, or just another campaign season headline. For years, Social Security beneficiaries have felt squeezed. Groceries, rent, and healthcare costs keep going up, while COLA adjustments barely cover the rising expenses. On top of that, many retirees face another frustrating reality: their Social Security benefits are taxed. That means after decades of paying into the system, the government still takes a piece when it's time for you to collect. But now, Donald Trump is promising to end that. In a recent campaign stop, Trump announced a proposal that has every senior talking. He wants to completely eliminate federal taxes on Social Security benefits. According to him, this move would give immediate relief to millions of hardworking Americans who earned every dollar of their benefits. It is a bold promise, one that could mean hundreds or even thousands of dollars in extra income for retirees. But what exactly did Trump say, and how serious is this proposal? During a rally earlier this month, Trump declared that if re-elected, he would end the unfair taxation of Social Security benefits once and for all. The crowd erupted in cheers, and for good reason. To millions of retirees, that line sounded like long overdue justice. Supporters are calling it one of his most senior-friendly proposals yet. But as always in politics, the question is, can it actually happen? Let's start with what this means for retirees. Right now, Social Security benefits can be taxed depending on how much total income you make. For individuals earning between $25,000 and $34,000 a year, up to 50% of benefits can be taxed. For those earning above $34,000, up to 85% of benefits can be taxed. That means many retirees lose hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars each year just because their benefits are treated as taxable income. Trump's proposal would completely remove that burden, letting seniors keep every cent of their monthly payments. For example, someone earning $30,000 a year could save roughly $600 to $200 annually if Social Security were no longer taxed. For retirees living on fixed incomes, that's real money. The difference between paying for medication or skipping it, between a comfortable grocery trip and cutting back again. But the big question remains: how would this actually work, and can the federal government afford it? According to analysts, eliminating taxes on Social Security benefits would reduce federal revenue by tens of billions of dollars each year. That money currently used to fund not only the Social Security Trust Fund, but also general government expenses. Critics argue that unless there's a clear replacement for that lost revenue, this plan could put more pressure on the system itself, which is already facing solvency issues by the mid-2030s. Trump's team, however, argues that the change would boost spending power among seniors, creating more economic activity and offsetting some of the loss through higher overall growth. It's also important to understand the politics behind it. Senior voters are one of the most powerful groups in American elections. In swing states like Florida, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, retirees make up a huge portion of the voting population. By promising tax relief specifically targeted at Social Security recipients, Trump is speaking directly to one of the most reliable voting blocs in the country. His campaign has made it clear that protecting and expanding Social Security benefits, without cutting them, is a central part of his pitch for 2025. Meanwhile, President Biden has taken a different approach. Instead of removing taxes on benefits, Biden's plan focuses on strengthening the Social Security Trust Fund by raising taxes on high earners, those making over $400,000 a year. In other words, while Trump is promising immediate relief for seniors, Biden is promising long-term stability for the system itself. It's two very different philosophies, short-term gain versus long-term protection. But to millions of struggling retirees, the idea of no tax on benefits is far more appealing in the here and now. Economists, however, are divided. Some say removing Social Security taxes would be a lifeline for seniors who've seen their savings eroded by inflation and higher living costs. Others warn it could be fiscally dangerous, creating a larger budget gap and threatening the future sustainability of benefits. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. There's no question that seniors deserve relief, but any large-scale change to Social Security's structure would need Congress to approve it, and that's never an easy battle. What's also worth noting is the timing. Every major election cycle brings new promises about Social Security. In 2020, we heard about protecting the system from cuts. In 2024, it was all about COLA increases and inflation adjustments. Now, as 2025 unfolds, the new buzzword is tax relief. It is clear that Social Security will once again play a central role in shaping how seniors vote. The question is, how much of this is campaign strategy, and how much will actually turn into law? Still, the idea has caught fire online. Google searches for Trump Social Security taxes and no tax on Social Security have skyrocketed over the past week. On social media, retirees are debating whether this is finally the change they've waited for. Advocacy groups like the National Committee to Preserve Social Security have already weighed in, calling the proposal politically appealing but fiscally uncertain. Yet many everyday Americans say it's about time someone took real action to protect their earned benefits. At the end of the day, the promise sounds simple: no more taxes on Social Security benefits. But making it happen would require rewriting parts of the tax code, getting approval from Congress, and addressing the massive funding gap it would create. Whether that happens depends not only on Trump's re-election chances, but also on whether lawmakers can agree on how to pay for it. So, what should seniors take away from all this? For now, Trump's proposal is a campaign promise, not an active policy. But it's one that could shape the national debate in the months ahead. If implemented, it could mean real savings and long-awaited financial relief for millions of Americans living on fixed incomes. If not, it will join the long list of promises that never made it past the campaign trail. No matter which way this goes, one thing is certain: the future of Social Security is once again front and center in American politics. For retirees who've worked their entire lives paying into the system, the question remains, will the next administration finally give you the relief you deserve, or will taxes keep chipping away at your benefits year after year? Only time and the next election will tell. If you want to stay informed about every Social Security update, stimulus payment, and IRS decision that affects your benefits, make sure to subscribe to Social Security Simplified and turn on notifications. Because in 2025, the future of your retirement income might just depend on who you vote for and what promises they actually keep.